The emeritus of Dar Communications, High Chief Raymond Dokpesi, has said that the Southeast cannot be trusted with the presidency as a result of the activities of and rising profile of Ipob. Really? Dokpesi said this? Whoa! So you are telling us that lie, an Igbo man cannot be president. So the North that you are talking about that are supposed to take the power, they should continue with the power. With all these bandits and Boko Haram and ISWAP and what have you, kidnapping Fulani Esme. Oh, they are the ones that fit. Really? Ah. Reacting to a media report which criticized his insistence on the position of the presidency remaining in the North beyond 2023 as against popular demand that the presidency should move to the South, Dokpesi insisted that his position was based on current realities. Really? I have publicly come out to support and call on a southeastern presidential candidate in the recent past, but the emergence of IPOB and its influence across the southeast has complicated the undermined the agitation for patriotic Nigerians of Igbo extraction to lead this nation as far as the 2023 election is concerned. So can you not tell the government to allow them to go? So what would they now be doing? Okay, let's even forget this thing, because a lot of people have said that okay, you know what, you are saying that it does not matter where the president comes from, which we all believe, but for the foundation that has been laid and for the kind of people that we are, let everything go round. Then you cannot come and be telling us that okay, next time it can come from anywhere. So now you are even contributing, you are even putting more fire or petrol inside fire, even with this statement. So now they are going to stay like that forever and ever, because what we are talking about is equity. In as much we know that all the politicians are selfish, but we are talking about equity, fairness, and justice. And now you are telling us, so because of that, oh my goodness, it is unfortunate. Well, if nobody has told Ohaneze Ndigbo before, the concern today from some other region is that if Nnamdi Kanu plays the role of Agun Irosi in leading a militant revolt against constitutional government in the southeast under Igbo presidency, the president will be pressured by his base to facilitate the UN processes for the southeast to call for independence from Nigeria. And so what is that if everybody go their own way? So are we, so the kind of system we have now, see these people where they are bunch of, I don't even know, bunch of jokers. So the kind of system we have now, it is what you think is good. And by the way, you are telling us now that the bandits, the nepotism, the S-men all over the place, have you come out to counter that? We don't even want a full animal, because it has allowed, or he has, the one we have now has allowed people to suffer under this government. Nepotism. You can imagine. Then these are the things that you be blaming people for when people begin to think otherwise concerning all these politicians. And he said, thus an Igbo president may be compromised in protecting the political and geographical boundaries of Nigeria, whilst Nigeria remains under the threat of IPOB secessionist activities. So Nigeria is not threatened by bandits now. Oh my God. Dokpesi reacts to wrong publication by a national daily 2023 presidency. I read with amusement an article published in This Day newspapers on Sunday 17th October 2021 with the headline, "Is Dokpesi suffering from inferiority complex?" in which my statement pertaining to the PDP's best chances of winning the 2023 election being tied to the PDP producing a northern candidate was alleged to be based on my ties and relationship with prominent northern businessmen and politicians, and having an inferiority complex about southern Nigeria's political ambitions. The authors and sponsors of this piece will naturally feel incensed by my statement and will say anything to discredit me to continue to protect and promote the interests of aspirants from their zone. I can understand that, and I have no love lost for any southerner who takes a similar stance. However, I believe we are in a perilous and dire straits as a nation, and for those of us in opposition to the ruling party, we must ask the bigger question of Nigeria before our personal or ethnic interests, and have a frank conversation about what we need to do as a people to win back power from the APC in 2023. That is all what you are concerned about. You think if APC is doing the right thing, if Nigerians are happy with the things going on under APC, you think Nigerians are concerned, or the Nigerians will be bothered? You think so? You think it is by saying all those things that will make you a special person? You think Nigerians are bothered with what is happening? So all you are concerned about is just for you to grab power, your party to grab power, and that is it. He said, I unapologetically believe in one Nigeria and believe Nigeria can only remain united and in peace on the basis of fairness, equity, and justice. I believe like-minded Nigerians understand the ideological principle of zoning as a form of affirmative action to guarantee the opportunity of leadership to every part of the country, irrespective of the geographical geographic and demographic dominance of any region's size or population. Since 1960, only 10 states have produced presidents or heads of states in Nigeria, while some of these 10 states have produced more than one president. The entire Southeast region hasn't produced president or head of states since the First Republic, and still another region, the Northeast, has never ever produced neither president nor head of state since 1960 to date. Likewise, until assumption of office by President Goodluck Jonathan, the South had never before then produced a president or head of state. Clearly, the policies that have governed our leadership is determined under both military and democratic system of government have been unfair to both the Northeast and the Southeast regions. I have both the belief and the confidence that both regions have more than eminent and capable sons for the leadership of this country, as indeed all regions have. But in determining my position based on consultations across the country, I have found that going into the 2023 elections, the Northeast is better positioned to negotiate victory in 2023, given the peculiarities and national security challenges confronting Nigeria today. By the grace of God, I will be 70 years in just a few days, so I have nothing to fear in saying what so many others may not have the courage to tell you. I have said my truth before and paid my price for it, but that will not deter me from saying the truth as I know it and as I see it again. So let me indulge you in a short history lesson and correlate it to the contents of present-day Nigeria, against which the Southeast will be negotiating power with different regions of the country. On 14th January 1966, soldiers of mostly Igbo extraction led by Major Chukwuemeka Kaduna Ezeogu and Igbo from Okpanam near Asaba, present-day Delta State, eradicated the uppermost echelon of politicians from the northern and western provinces. These and other factors effectively led to the fall of the Republican government. Though Aguiyi and Igbo was purportedly slated for assassination, he effectively took control of Lagos, the federal capital territory at the time, with President also an Igbo, Nnamdi Azikiwe, refusing to intervene and ensure the continuity of civilian rule. Aguiyi effectively compelled the remaining members of Balewa's government to resign, seeing that the government was in disarray. He then allowed the Senate President Nwafor Orizu, another Igbo who was serving as acting president in Azikiwe's absence, to officially surrender power to him, thus ending the First Nigerian Republic. The events of that day ultimately led to the Biafra War and the persecution of an entire Igbo race on account of a seeming conspiracy between some politicians and military of Igbo extraction to pursue an ethnic agenda. On the surrender of Biafra to Nigeria, Yakubu Gowon declared no victor, no vanquished. But clearly, since the regions have had determined leadership have used this against the Southeast and denied Igbos the opportunity to lead, should that be used against the leaders and sons of Southeast today? Of course not. I have publicly come out to support and call on a Southeastern presidential candidate in the recent past, but the emergence of IPOB and its influence across the Southeast has complicated the undermined the agitation for patriotic Nigerians of Igbo extraction to lead this nation as far as the 2023 election is concerned. If nobody has told or announced Igbo before the concern today may from other regions is that if Nnamdi Kanu plays uh, the role of Agoin Irosi in leading a militant revolt against the constitutional government in the southeast under Igbo presidency, the president will be pressured by his base to facilitate the UN process for the southeast to call for independence from Nigeria. Don't shoot me, I'm just a messenger. It is unfair, but neither the South-South nor the South-East nor the North-East have the votes combined to determine the presidency in their own. We have to negotiate with other regions and where prominent leaders express such concerns based on the similarities of our history and contemporary circumstances. It indicates to me that the Southeast is not trusted with the presidency in 2023. It indicates to me that the leaders of the Southeast have not done enough before now in dealing with and addressing the challenge that Ipob poses to their aspirations in leading Nigeria. Okay. In a nutshell, we've heard what this man has said. They will just walk to his house, burn everything he has, kidnap all his family members until he declare Biafra. Okay, your Boko Haram terrorist brothers and Killers Fula terrorist Esme are in control of Buhari regime. Anyway, we don't wish to be in the same country with senseless terrorists like you. Well, their fear of Biafra is the fact that Nigeria can only be called a country because of the Biafrans. No Biafra, no Nigeria. Why are these people afraid of Biafra? If they do, Unko, are you afraid of them and agitating for freedom actualizer or to actualize their dream? See senseless being, money misruled, another idiot identified. A very disabled brain with a hate speech right up. Can you imagine? So guys, let us hear your opinion with the submission of Dokpesi. He's been speaking loudly these days. Only God knows why.